Hi, it's Brian Newman with the Spotlighted Business Owner Show, and today we're thrilled to have Olga Boyke with EXP Realty. Hi, Olga. How are you?
Hi, everybody. I'm so excited to be here and being part of the show. It's always fun.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, no, I know you got a fabulous business with EXP. Can you let people know a little bit about your background and then how you got into real estate?
Absolutely. So, real estate has been always my passion. I actually grew up around the importance of real estate back in Poland. My parents always emphasized how important it is not to just have a home, a steady home, but also use it as an investment option. So, I grew up around that. And then when I moved to the United States at the age of 20, first I started in the banking industry. So I work in the banking, JP Morgan Chase Bank, and I learned how to leverage real estate to build, generational wealth and make money, if you will. So when in 2017, I decided to get my license and just go full time into real estate because it's always been, in the back of my head as how important it is, and always been my passion, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay. No, I know you do a great job. I know in the Phoenix area, can you let our viewers know, is it a buyer's market or a seller's market? And can you explain what that means?
Right, yes. So that's always on the top of people's mind. Which one is it, right? Is it a buyer's market? Is it a seller's market? So it's very interesting to watch how the trends are changing. So in 2020, so I can't believe it's been 5 years. In 2020, we're in a very extreme seller's market. So what I meant is homes were selling within hours sometimes. We had a very high demand, really low interest rates, and not as much supply, which that changed slowly because people saw the opportunity. Homeowners saw the opportunity that they can sell their home for high dollars. So seller's market is when the seller has the upper hand. There is a high demand for the homes. We have bidding wars. We have a lot of cash offers, investors, people with a lot of money that are willing to pay any price, to be honest with you. So that's
Uh-huh.
what we experienced in 2020. It was unhealthy, very, very crazy. And a lot of buyers, like especially first-time home buyers, had a really hard time buying a home. But as you remember, mid 2021, the interest rates changed. We had a high inflation, we had a problem with the inflation, and the government decided that we need to put a stop to it. So they changed the prime rate. With the prime rate, the mortgages seem to follow. So we went from 3.5% interest rate to 7% interest rate. Huge
Wow.
increase, yes. So in that moment, our buyers just simply put a break and were like, we can't afford this payment anymore, or we simply don't want to have a 7% mortgage. So slowly over time, we moved from an extremely strong seller's market to November of last year, officially, Phoenix metro area was in the buyer's market. So yeah, buyer's market is when the buyers have the upper hand, right? So it's a good time to buy a home as long as you can afford the mortgage payment and the interest rate. So you can probably negotiate a better price. You can ask for repairs. You can get seller's concessions to help you with closing costs. So it's a really good time to buy a home where you don't have to compete with another offers and you can get a good deal. But things are changing as we speak. So as of
Wow.
last month, yes, it's never the same. That's why I love watching the news. We follow the data on
Uh-huh.
weekly basis. We try to be updated on what's happening so we can advise our clients the best we can. So as of last month, we are officially in the balance market. So what that means is it's a fair game for each side of the valley. So we are going because the interest rate went down on September 11th, officially started to go down. We are seeing a movement to a little bit of the balance market, which is fair for each party.
Okay.
I hope that makes sense. It's a lot of elements that are always moving. As I say, real estate is daily, it's a daily thing.
Yeah, I mean, we live in Phoenix and Scottsdale, and we actually live in a great environment. can
Yes.
you let people know, like in the valley, where are most of the homes selling? Where are people moving to, and maybe where are people moving out of?
Yeah, actually, I just put a new blog this week on my website. If you'd like to check it out, olgaboyke.com. And there is actually a new statistic that number one migration city is Queen Creek with over 3,000 new residents that moved in.
Oh,
Number
wow.
two is Goodyear. So Goodyear ranked number two when it comes to most popular, and number three last year it's Peoria. So we had over, I want to say, don't quote me, but over 2,000 people moved last year to Peoria. So I have a list on my website, and I also made a TikTok video about that, which is the whole ranking of 10 most popular zip codes in Phoenix Metro. Number one, Queen Creek, Goodyear, and Peoria. So these are the most popular ones.
Oh, that's interesting. Are people still moving here, like from other states pretty readily, or did that slow down?
Oh, no, absolutely. And we're also getting a big international influx of people because of the international investments in Arizona. The big one is the Taiwanese chip making company, the TSMC in North Phoenix. So
Uh-huh.
that's bringing a lot of international residents as well. So it's both, it's a mixture of both.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Olga, I was going to ask, yeah, when someone is ready to sell their house, do you actually help them prepare for that? And
Yes.
how, if you do?
Yes, so I always tell my clients it's never too early to start the process. Sometimes it may take months, sometimes take weeks. So I always start with the consultation. It's absolutely free. Not only I go through the house and give an idea what can be changed, updated, maybe cleaned, maybe removed from the property before we take pictures, but I also do the market analysis. And it's never too early to start talking about buying or selling. I have clients from from January, they've been waiting for the interest rates to go down. And
Uh-huh.
now, as of September, that's happened finally. So I've been talking to them since January and keeping them updated on the market interest rates. And now it's the time. So yes, I have a list of vendors. If you need to paint your home, maybe clean, remove furniture, I do help with that as well. And staging ideas, that's part of my consultation that I do even before
Oh,
my or
oh, okay. No, and I just want to let our viewers know, if you get a chance, go to her website or her Facebook page even. She's got some great videos on there, very informative. And she was even on the Sonora Living Show in May. So
yes,
you can
yes.
watch that.
In May I went to ABC 15 and I was on the segment about talking about real estate with Terry Olet. It was such a great experience, and yes, I try to give back. I want to be the source of information for my clients. Real estate is such an important decision. I would say one of the most important decisions in people's life. It's either gonna make you or break you if you
Yeah.
invest the right way or the wrong way. So my scope is not just where you're ready to sell or buy, it's the preparation, it's the information, giving you advice as much as I can. Nobody knows the future, right? But we can all make educated guess based on some factors and facts when we follow the market. And that's kind of what I do. It's not just when you hire me to sell or buy your home, you know?
Oh, okay. Yeah, can you let people know also, like, how can they get in touch with you so they can either talk to you or sign up with you? Is it better, like, maybe on your website, or can they call you, text you? What would you prefer?
So calling me is the quickest way to get my reaction, just because we get so many different emails. So I would say number one is to call me 623-800-1245. It's my direct line. You can get hold of me instantly. Text is good as well. Then I would say my website would be great. Under contact me, there is a form that you can fill in. Tell me a little bit more about yourself, and I'll get that notification right away. I'm also pretty active lately on TikTok. That's where I put a lot of educational pieces for the videos, which is Olga Boyke, or Selling Desert is my handle that I use for Instagram. But I would still say phone direct line is the quickest way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was going to ask you also, there's a lot of retirement communities within the valley. I actually live in one myself.
Hmm.
Is that a good thing, like for people to look into? What's the advantages of buying a house there? What's the disadvantages? I know that they've lowered the ages where some of them are like 45 and above. They
Yeah.
used to be like 65 and 55 and
Now
yeah,
40.
what do you think of that? I'm just curious.
So in the 70s, from the 70s up until the 2000s, 30% of our new residents were coming here because of the retirement communities. So Arizona was known to be a retirement spot, which I mean, it's beautiful, it's sunny, it's perfect. I
Uh-huh.
sell a lot in retirement communities, and there's just so many different ones. The most affordable, the one of the older ones, the original, is Sun City. If you
Oh,
look for a home that it's affordable, the taxes are lower, the fees are lower, I would say Sun City is the best. You're gonna get homes built between 60s and 70s. They're gonna be a little bit older
uh-huh.
homes, but if you're looking for a winter home, I mean, it's perfect. If you want to go with like, maybe where you live, Pebble Creek, right?
Yeah.
Or surprise. They're going to be newer homes, a little bit more expensive. The club fees are a little bit higher, but the resort style living. I mean, I absolutely think it's great. If you are a social person, if you want to make new friends, if you want to be active, these are just amazing. And yes, they keep lowering the age restriction because they are so popular and provide so many benefits for the residents. I love selling retirement homes because you're selling a resort lifestyle. I mean, you can
Oh
go wrong.
yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh, thanks. Yeah, and I live in Goodyear, and all I see is growth all around the area off the 303. It's amazing. It's
Yes.
exactly how you described it. What can we expect for next year?
Yes, so I think is going to be growing either way. There's been a slowdown, the home sales went down, but they went down everywhere in the United States. I think we can expect growth. We can expect more residents coming in, and I think the home values will be going up slowly and steady. But if the interest rates keep going down, we're gonna see an absolutely, more homes being sold and the home values to go up. I would say
Oh,
we have all of the interest rates, but I don't think we're gonna see 2008, 2009. Some people are waiting for that moment to happen. I don't think that's gonna be the case. I think we're gonna see growth overall everywhere in Phoenix Metro.
oh, great. Great. I know I lived in the Houston market for a while, for 14 years, and it never took off back then. Yeah, it's so weird to own a house, and when I sold it, it actually
It-
didn't, the growth wasn't there. But
yeah,
anyways, Olga, can you remind the viewers one more time the best way to get in touch with you?
absolutely. So the best way would be my cell phone, 623-800-1245, 623-800-1245, and of course my website, olgaboyke.com. And my email is simple too, olgaboyke@gmail.com. I try to keep it simple.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for being on. And if you're viewing this, reach out to her and find out what's available. Get in touch with her through that phone number or website.
And
So,
just to add something really quick, since it's
oh,
a
yes.
yeah, it's holiday season. I also have a promotion. I know I like to give away and build my business this way. So if you buy with me from now until the end of the year, I'm gonna purchase a home warranty for my buyers in the value up to $500. So that's usually good for 1 year. It covers anything that may go wrong with the home. It's kind of like an insurance plan. But if you sell with me from January through March, which is the busy time to sell, the best time to sell, then I also purchase a home warranty for the new buyer that will be buying your home. So it gives you again protection in case something goes wrong after the closing. It's kind of like an insurance plan for the home.
Yeah,
So
that's great. That is great. Well, thank you so much, Olga, for being on. It's great to see you again.
thank you so much for having me. It's always a pleasure.
Okay.